Welcome to the Netherlands podcast.
Woo!
We back at it.
We had the double 3-0 weekend. That was
I mean that was quick. That was a quick 6-0, boys.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't 6-0.
No, it was
bad
a
at numbers.
3.
There was a 3-1 and they won.
Yeah.
Actually, I had the picks 100% right. Just saying.
Okay.
I don't care.
Listen here, motherfucker. You're gonna.
You know what? We've never counted individual games before. We're not gonna start now.
Look, all I'm saying is Heymon's the only one not to call the series correctly.
I just wanted my boys to do well. I think they put up a good fight. It's unfortunate that they didn't make it.
Only you learn that your
hey.
actions have consequences. Okay, but before we get into the LCS matches this week, we got a couple of international topics to touch on real quick. First up, LCK is franchising next year, apparently.
This is an
Yay.
LCS podcast. Fuck Monty. Both the one in the call and the other one.
Why?
It's on site, dog. This is an LCS show. The only time I will talk about a not LCS team, Worlds, MSI, the fucking Rift Rivals.
What about when G2 loses the first round of playoffs?
I'm not talking about that either because that's not in the LCS.
How dare
It's not
you?
even in the EU LCS, my man.
Hang on, I gotta pull a fucking challenge.
G2-3 is funny though. I just read that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually just saw that. That's a good joke. I'm open to discuss.
I'm open to discuss it now.
I'm open. We'll let it ride. We'll see what happens. It's still not okay with the LCK. I put my foot down, but you two can just talk about it for a while, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I was more to talk about it in how this kind of feels being the last bastion of relegation based league for League of Legends.
I'm happy with this still. That means none of the orgs that are in here now are going to be gone. There's not going to be another BBQ Olivers.
Wait, what?
Right.
That's not what that means at all.
Yeah, hopefully if they franchise soon enough.
No. What's gonna happen is a bunch of teams are gonna bid for spots, and they're gonna take whatever the top 10, or if they expand to 12 that they want.
Shit. You're right.
What do you think was gonna happen?
I forgot entirely about how GG got into this league. Anyhow, hopefully they keep the old guard. I'm pretty sure Korea is gonna keep the old guard there.
How
but
GG? Oh.
Golden Guardians got into the LCS.
I mean, that's how everyone got into the LCS. Well, I mean, TSM handed the LCS a giant registry of TSM over and over again. It just says the words TSM. That's
pretty
it.
much.
They got in.
Alright. Okay, but hopefully they keep most of the old guard for LCK. That's fine.
Reggie wore all of his titles on like a necklace like Flavor Flav. That's how we got into that meeting. But I'm wondering if Jin Air's gonna get back in.
That one's a pretty good one. KT Rollsters hasn't been down there and out for quite some time. Most recently, the split they've been struggling. Last split, since map became bad.
I wonder if Griffin's gonna make it too.
Griffin had a lot of weight coming in. Like when they first entered the scene, they had a lot of weight coming in.
Okay, what about when they basically just sort of shit themselves and then walk back into the LCK drunk at the beginning of this year?
Fair. That is a good point. But I think, they still got a bit of hype. They've still been. They might make it. They might make it. I don't want Kukuzu to say yes, but there's a good chance they're gonna make it. Okay, moving on.
So one of the big things that people were talking about with this is that they're tripling the minimum wage for players, and apparently LCK players get paid jack shit basically, unless you're a faker.
Did you mean LCK?
Guys, what did I say?
LCS.
I meant LCK.
And then I was like, "Oh, do we make a lot less money compared to Korea?" And then
No,
you said,
we make a lot
faker,
more
and I was
money.
like, "Oh boy."
That's why Crown came here, and then left because he was unhappy.
Hey, bro, a check can't solve all your problems. Maybe a lot of them, but
Not all of them.
I don't know. It seemed to solve Hoonie's problems.
Did it? It didn't solve problems on the
I forgot
grid.
to put that on the topic sheet.
Oh.
Solve Hoonie's play.
Hooney looking for team.
100%. Okay, we're gonna talk about that later.
What happened?
I'll explain
We'll
when
talk
we
about
get
it.
there. So I actually think this is a bad thing. I like the idea of relegations. I just don't think.
I thought you were gonna be like, I like my pros being poor.
No,
my-
actually, I do like my pros being poor.
Time
They're
to
spoiled
break-
little fucking brats who don't understand how good they have it.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Uh,
They had a vote to cancel the league. No,
Because of a global pandemic.
it's not.
Yeah.
Because of
They're
a
so
world
unmotivated. They're
historical
such
event.
children. Okay. I think that the reason relegations haven't been working is because there's only been so few teams. And when you're taking out 20% of the league instead of 10 to 15% of a league, like you would in a in a 20 team roster, it's a lot more impactful on the ecosystem. So you don't have to finish top 80 or top 90 to 95%. You have to finish top 80%, and that's actually kind of big when you get down there, especially because a lot of the time the bottom half of the league is entirely unpredictable.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I just like the idea of new teams being able to come in. This does mean that the Five Guys in a Dream is dead in the water for absolutely everywhere now. Basically, I think only international emerging regions. That's the word. Have relegations now, and even them, it's just like, well, they trade out between these three orgs who are the only orgs capable of getting VC money to stay in this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I'm gonna miss it. But
You're gonna miss the Coup Tigers run. You're gonna miss the
Coup
I'm trying
Tigers
to think
and
the
Griffin.
original C9.
Yeah, the original C9 run. That was like those moments. I miss those. Those were always kind of cool to see a team come. It didn't happen very often, but it was cool to see when it did.
Okay.
I don't think this is gonna affect player development at all, but I think that most leagues should be looking towards expanding their size in general, especially if they're gonna franchise. Like,
Shrink the league, 2 teams, back and forth, 1v1 into oblivion.
okay. I just feel like we're kind of sitting here at 10 teams in a league for some ungodly reason, as if this makes sense, and people are just pretending it does. But I don't know.
You want them to have more or less teams?
All right, on to the
No, that
funniest.
was more or less teams.
I want
What
more.
did you?
I want more teams.
Oh,
I want
that's
the
dumb as hell.
leagues to expand.
Dumb as hell.
Shut up. We're talking about G2
Not enough
now.
good league players. There are literally not enough good league players to.
There's
fill
literally
10
an
teams.
academy team in LCS that is full of all LCS players.
That's only like one
Okay, so that's
team,
one
maybe
new
one and a
team in
half.
Okay, so they can add 2 more teams.
And also, that's assuming that all of the current LCS LCS players should actually be on the starting teams.
That's a whole different discussion, but I don't think there's any one singular player who I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here besides Ica?
Really? You didn't fucking bitch about Keith or fucking the other guy?
That's
who
a different
replaced Keith?
problem. That's a different
What
problem.
was it? Who he?
The role
Bro,
swap.
Hui and Keith. The fact that
Hui
they
and
role
Keith role
swapped, they didn't
swap.
get a different support or try out a new support. Like, I don't get it. What was that play? Golden Guardians, what the fuck are you doing? It was a flag. I
My
don't
boy
remember.
Keith is a beast. My boy Keith is a beast. Shut your mouth, bro.
I
Anyway,
agree.
next-
I think Keith was better
3,
than
2, 3, G2, 3.
What
I just don't think Keith is better than anyone else.
Okay,
Bro, Keith is better than you.
I just
I
want
don't play
to say
support.
who he
Yeah,
has the best.
Neither does
Ziggs,
he, and he's in the LCS doing it.
but who he has the best Ziggs support in the league
Wrong.
currently. Uncontested.
Look. All I'm saying is Caps had to play Ziggs bot lane in this series, so you know.
Oh, he had a little.
So they keep just doing stupid shit. I hate G2 and the stupid shit they do with League of Legends. I don't get it. They're playing like double mages and they don't have an AD carry, and the other team loses somehow with 2 tanks. Like, what the fuck? How do you lose with 2 tanks against 2 mages?
Because G2 has 2 of the best mid laners, even if one is currently a bot laner.
How do you lose?
They dragged the other team into playing mage's bot lane because of how good they were at playing mage's bot lane. All right, to get that to happen. All right.
Look, all I'm saying is I was correct that Maokai 100% counters Kalista top, because that's what happened.
Yes, that did happen. Wonder did not win that game, unfortunately. But oh man, there was the game 5. They almost won it, and they were literally one Sheen empowered auto away from winning it. Oh my god, it was so close. It was such a crazy game 5.
What? Go.
Mad Lions were just looked overall better in a couple of those matches. They were straight outclassed like G2 in the first game. G2 came back and smashed them in the second game, but like Mad Lions, a team of like 4 rookies and 1 experienced player, looked very competitive in that series.
Caps looks like garbage. Like, just looking at his score lines, I think there is there one game where he went positive KDA?
I'm not sure.
All I know,
say
over 2, because there isn't a game where he went over. Okay, I have one. I have one game that he went over 2. Wait, 2. I have 2 games that he went over 2, and it's not by much.
He had the problem of being like, all right, I can walk up this river, and I've just been surrounded by 3 people.
I have no escape.
Happened multiple times in that series. Okay, that's the KDA problem there.
What happens if they lose?
If they're just out?
What happens?
Then Craps is either just gone or back to mid lane. Yeah, they flip it back, put Perks in bot. Perks looked amazing bot lane last split. And he could actually play 80 carries.
What's your bet? If they lose, if they don't go to finals, at least, do they swap out and just say fuck it?
Do they swap back, or do they swap out?
Swap back. They did bring on an 80 carry, so they might swap out.
I say,
and they might Caps might become a free agent, just like Hooney.
I say they swap back. I think they're not gonna swap out immediately unless there's immediate problems with like Caps mid lane. But I say they swap back. Right. Perks looks like a good 80 carry.
What if they swap next weekend?
I say they have a much higher chance of winning. I think they are probably going to beat the team that they were going against anyway. But I say they look a lot more dominant. They can play normal 80 carries again. That's it.
Look, if Caps can't play fucking Xayah, I can't help him. He's a bad player. Just saying.
You can't play Xayah.
I play Xayah.
He's a bad 80 carry.
I just don't like playing Xayah without Rakan. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I could just play anyone else and be equally as effective.
No.
I love Xayah. What?
Xayah solo, her W on Rakan gives you an instant win on lane, like basic, like the entire time.
You have no idea how bot lane works. Anyway,
bro, you just walk up and W these motherfuckers. You're level 2, you W, auto, E.
Keep talking about G2-3 and someone fucking DM me when you're done.
Alright, I'm pretty sure we're
I'm pretty sure
now.
we know that.
Oh, thank God.
Alright,
Jesus
Matt.
Christ, now I finally get to join the podcast.
Oh, man.
Don't make me feel bad about that.
No, it makes you feel bad.
Matt, tell me why Hooney's looking for a team.
I literally didn't know this was happening, which is why I asked you what was happening earlier.
I don't.
So why did you spend the time that we were talking about LCK and G2 looking up Hooney?
Because I did what any good American does. I stared blankly at my wall and zoned the fuck out. I'm not a coward. I don't. Who do you think I am, bro?
Alright, so
I actually did. I googled it a little bit, and I saw that the headlines, and I skimmed an article, but I didn't quite get a sense of like why or what.
nobody really knows why. All we know is that Dignitas said he's looking into options.
Yeah.
And all I have to say is $2.3 fucking million. $2.3 million fucking dollars. What the fuck?
He does not perform to that level.
No, definitely not at the end of that split. No.
That was over 2 years.
It was.
Still,
It's still a lot.
it's still a lot. That's still a big contract.
He still, for like playing this split, he got a little over $500,000 for the way he played this split. That's really bad.
Yeah. Unless they barge something behind playoffs because they're not getting the airtime now.
Yeah.
I just what? Okay, every team, no player in the North American League of Legends Championship Series is worth that much fucking money.
Sven right now probably.
Sneakers. The answer is sneakers.
You said in the LCS, my man.
Oh, how do you know he's not already on Team Liquid?
Well, if he is, he hasn't. It hasn't been announced.
I got an inside man.
Yeah, who double?
Yeah, double.
Oh, is he your new AD carry because he's off?
Stop giving away my secrets, man.
Okay. That's what happens when you cut me live on air like that, bro.
All right, so I just the entire decision to pay Huni that much money, and then to have him just sort of int for a check, was hilarious to watch. And to be honest, at the beginning he looked pretty okay, and then towards the end it wasn't. It just wasn't.
Nope, it was not.
Hema, what's your take on this? How do you feel about Huni looking for a team in the middle of this split right now? In the middle of this global pandemic, by the way.
In the middle of playoffs happening after his team got knocked out. Very bad. Not good thoughts right now. To emphasize this point, Huni doesn't look that great. I don't even think maybe a bottom tier team in NALCS would pick him up right now.
Really? You don't think FlyQuest would want him?
I don't. FlyQuest just got solo. Okay, they're working on that right now. But even also, fuck you. What? FlyQuest finished third. Okay, we don't need this. All right,
Yeah,
we got respect for ourselves.
That's why they're down here.
Ah, yeah, with TSM.
Yeah,
I
the
got
exact
it.
same TSM. A lot of good finish in third did him. Wouldn't buy him 3 games.
Wouldn't buy 3 games. We'll see how this series go. Well, when it comes to it. If TSM don't already get knocked out.
You know that poetic justice is going to be TSM versus FlyQuest. You know it.
I would have to shut my mouth for that entire podcast.
All right, so what teams do you think Huni could go to?
None. Next question.
Maybe Golden Guardians. Maybe.
I think there are 2 options, and no, I don't think they're Golden Guardians. I think it's.
You don't think GG?
I think it's CLG, and I think it's FlyQuest. I think those are the only 2 teams that are looking for a top laner, even at all.
Okay.
I think CLG's looking to make changes, and I think FlyQuest has been having troubles with their top lane, and they don't. And this might just be the move they make to try to fix them if they lose this week. Or are they tomorrow?
Inconsistent player.
Even then, yeah, I don't think that. I understand that Viper's inconsistent. I understand like Solo's like not one of like the best top laners. Definitely not one of the better top laners. But he's still probably better than Huni right now. At least with how he's been playing. I don't think you can pick up Huni over Solo. And currently, I don't think you do it.
I mean, you could trade Huni for Solo.
You could trade Huni for Solo.
Who's the Dig Academy top laner?
No. I have no clue. All I remember is that Damonte's there, and my God,
How do I go to the academy team?
I'm forgetting the rest of the Dignitas roster. Either way, still don't think there's a top laner besides Hanser on GG, which is a weird thing to say.
I don't think GG's looking to drop Hanser. Hanser's been looking good for that team. He's had his moments where he gets caught out, but still.
Okay. All right. But okay,
Oh,
so your
Lorlo.
opinion?
Dignitas Academy is Lorlo. They might just put Lorlo in. They might just drop his contract on whoever the fuck will take him, and then put in Lorlo and have done with it.
I know Lorlo's been pretty good. I don't think he's quite LCS ready as yet. I don't know. Well, actually,
He played in the
he
LCS
deserves
for
a
like
chance.
while.
He deserves a chance. You're right. I was.
Wait, what do you mean he
played...
deserves a chance? Hasn't he played like before?
Oh yeah, he played on Team Liquid during the Dardock
yeah, I know.
roster,
So what do you mean
and then he was on Echo
played.
Fox.
He got a chance. Now he's gotta kind of get back in there. If he was Licorice tier, he would have probably still be in the LCS. But I feel like I need to point out that at the time that they put in Lorlo and Hanser, Monty made a tweet that said, "Imagine being Lorlo and Hanser in a world of Korean top laners." Hanser went on to destroy everyone, and Lorlo was very competitive. That was not the time for that Monty tweet, let me tell you. And every time Hooney shows up, every time that Someday gets in there, that tweet just comes working out of the woodwork just to show you exactly what's up. I'm real sad that Hanser is not top anymore, though. I liked when Hanser was just chatting out on people. That was a good time.
Because he was also on TSM
Shut
at the
up!
time.
That was because he was also. Oh man!
How dare you?
Okay.
So yeah, don't pay them that much money and expect them to perform super well. There's so much money that'll get them to perform to the same degree. Alright, let's talk about the results from this weekend. Hey, Mont, you were the resident loser here. So,
take your L and go.
Goodbye.
So Scram, get out of here.
Lead us through the match, the series from this weekend.
Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the C9
chronological order?
Chronological order. All right. So FlyQuest went 3-1 against.
I'm sorry. What?
Wait, I'm wrong about that. EG went 3-1 against FlyQuest. C9.
No, they went 2-1 against FlyQuest, but there was the one game when they actually played 100 Thieves.
You're right. If FlyQuest didn't lose that one, 100 Thieves did. Anyhow. And then C9 smashed with the 3-0, cleanly wiped 100 Thieves in C9 fashion. Okay.
So, looking at the EG FlyQuest game, I was just like, FlyQuest looked like they couldn't do anything.
They
had nothing to grab onto. It didn't look like anyone was who they were playing around. And a lot of people were blaming Turtle. And
what's Turtle gonna do there, bro?
I don't really know what Turtle's gonna do that much.
In all honesty, it didn't feel as if like FlyQuest didn't have absolutely anything to do. It felt like EG had more pressure in the early game. It felt like EG was forcing them on plays. And this was in like game 1 when Santorin was on Pantheon. We saw Santorin's Pantheon. We saw Svenskeren Pantheon later in the series. But his Pantheon did not look that impressive in the early game. In the mid game, it picked up and looked better. But it doesn't look like if you give Santorin these aggressive picks that he's going to be the one who's going to get you those leads. Right? He's certainly not going to be able to get you those leads with Viper in the top lane. It doesn't look like those two have had quite that early game synergy. And in this series, didn't look like Viper was the better top laner either. Right? So
it definitely like Solo is a much better top laner than Viper.
absolutely. In game 3, Santorin actually ganked Solo, and Solo looked like he was starving out Kumo. It looked like Kumo couldn't do anything to get back into that lane. They had to go to team fighting. And Svenskeren was very proactive. The team collectively looked together. Zazel Bang was on the same page with everyone. Kumo was doing his best to like mitigate stuff top lane. He's still an impressive team fighter, right? Even if he did like have bad lanes against Solo, he's still a very impressive team fighter. When it comes down to it, he's able to cater to those, and he's able to actually like itemize properly, which is one thing that again I'm gonna have to pound Viper for this. He did not do.
You're gonna pound Viper, bro?
I got to. There was a game 2, I believe he was playing Set, and he took the Bork top lane, but he would try to make a play and then immediately get disintegrated because he was a Set with just a Bork.
Yeah, that's only good if you're dueling.
So
is it even that good then?
Yes,
it's very
it's
good.
the best item for dueling, especially against tanks.
What if you're dueling a Quinn?
You're not dueling a Quinn. Quinn's killing you. That's just murder.
You're underneath your
the
turret.
more you learn about a terrible, terrible lane, guys, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a hellscape. No one likes it.
Yeah, no one likes Quinn.
No.
I meant top.
No. It's a mind game. You're there to make the other person hate that lane more than you do, so they get the fuck out and you get that turret. That's the game.
I don't know. Some people are just like, fine then, I'll lose my turret. I'll just go to the team fight.
Yes, I've done that many times. I've won games doing that because I end up 5-0-5 because for some ungodly reason they sat up there and took the turret until 24 minutes.
Okay, focus back onto the series. Also, Jizuke.
Hey, I'm giving the series just as much attention as FlyQuest did. Hang on.
Hey, they were in there, all right. They tried.
They were for 2 games.
They were in there. You're right. They were in there for 2 games, but those were the 2 games that Viper was out of there. Anyhow.
Okay.
I hate trashing Viper.
What are the odds that Viper plays in the next series?
None.
Matt, what do you think?
Friggin' alright, let me run the calculation. Brain, 6-digit IQ.
Repeating, of course.
It's fucking 7.1954556543215%, bro. Ask me to say that number again, I won't be able to.
He said he won't be able to.
I won't do it, dog. I won't do it. I won't unleash the secrets, dude.
Then
I'm not gonna do that. I think it's pretty unlikely.
I agree. I don't think Viper's getting. I don't think he's starting in the series, and unless Solo gets blasted, I don't think he's getting.
He'd have to get blasted hard and 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
It would have to be Solo just.
So have to
forgot how to play top lane
in a row.
Like he'd have to be like, ah man, I'm playing this tank into Callista. I'll just run at her and then die.
Or they'd have to wanna be picking Riven, but why would they?
Yeah, they didn't want to this series. Why would they next series? Ah man.
Well, it's an easier opponent this time.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Cloud9 100 Thieves face stomping, meat grinding, what
I
other...
think how happy I am with this series.
You're happy? You don't sound
Sorry.
happy.
I'm actually, I meant this weekend, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
You sound rather sedated about it, but...
Yeah, I'm very tired, but I'm unbelievably happy that it's going to end up being C9 versus the old C9 roster in the finals. Like that's
wait, what?
Isn't it EGA C9 finals?
Well, that's the...
No, we're ways off from finals right now. We got a losers bracket.
Don't they play each other next?
Yes, they're next weekend.
Is that not finals?
No.
Oh shit!
How the fuck did you think this bracket worked?
Dude, I don't think about it. I'm just excited they're playing each other. Whatever.
There's a loser's bracket.
Okay.
What's happening? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I thought we were like almost done with this shit.
No.
Oh well.
There's 2 more. Well, technically, there's like 3 sets of 2 games left.
This is stupid. What do I think of the C900? These games, they were fine, right? Like it went basically how I expected it to go, and how I think both of you expected it to go. Maybe Haymon anticipated a little more resistance.
I wanted to be more optimistic.
On what planet were they gonna win a game? This team has lost 1 game the whole split.
And neither of those, that one game was not 200 Thieves, my man.
Alright, hang on. We gotta talk about the way they ended this fucking series.
How did they end the series, Anthony?
Alright, so Tom Kent is a broken mass motherfucker who gets to just teleport onto your Nexus with an 80 carry and kill it.
I remember watching that live, and I was in Discord with Haymon and some other people. And I think Haymon was like on a walk on his phone, and I just shouted, "They won with a backdoor! They won with a fucking TK backdoor!
Through a turret!
The fuck just happened?
Through a turret!
Through a turret!" I was literally like shouting, like, "What just fucking happened? They just killed a tower and a Nexus with Kenshin to 8. What is fucking happening?" I lost my fucking mind. It was so funny. It was so funny, dude. A free 2-person teleport? Like, they were deep in the jungle, bro.
They managed to do what G2 wasn't able to.
That's the move that I would never go for because I fucking hate that move. Also,
but you know what? But C9 went for it and it won. I mean, they probably would have won either way, but this was a much funnier one. But this is so much funnier.
It's not funnier. It's a much more decisive win. I never find backdoors all that funny.
I find them funny when it's a fucking frog tongue in your cat. when my catfish ass homie is like, "Hold up, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm trying to go eat dinner." We need dinner, boys. My guy TK was like, "I'm hungry, bro. I'm hungry out here. I need to go eat fucking dessert. I gotta get something. Let me get these."
Quick 3-0. I need to
Let me see how this tower tastes real quick, Haymon. What that tower tastes like? What that Nexus take like? What's that dub taste like? Get out of here, hysterical.
That wasn't even Tom.
If they teleport, it's not funny. If they Kench ult in, it's very funny.
No. That was Vulcan going, "Wait a minute. We could probably make a stop by Taco Bell before it closes. Hold up."
Hold up.
Sven, get in here.
Let me get Taco Bell before quarantine.
Before these curfew hours.
Guys, they're 3 hours ahead of us.
I know, but it's funny.
Yes. Ah, man.
They only go to the good Taco Bell. That's 3 hours away.
No, they want to order from the specific Taco Bell that takes like 4 hours to deliver.
Hey, let me get this DoorDash waiting for us after the dub. I think they did the back door because they mispredicted how long the session would take, and they ordered DoorDash, and that shit was there, and they were like, "We gotta end it, bro. We gotta end the game, bro. Someone's gotta go get to the door, bro. I can't AFK. I can't pause for this riot. Damn. Like,
no, we in quarantine.
I need this burrito. Let me back door. We in there."
The funniest part is that they're all at home.
They can't go out.
Oh my god.
Nah, but DoorDash can, bro. That's essential business.
It is.
Oh
my god.
Everyone's putting this one on Meteos, and I just feel like Meteos was the punching bag less than he was the problem.
He definitely got bodied because of the focus.
It just... Oh. And Nizzy didn't fucking die. He played Zoe 3 times and didn't fucking die.
Well, she's one of the most mobile champions in the game.
They had LeBlanc Jarvan.
Immobile. What are they gonna do, bro? She can bounce out of the cage.
Oh. How do you not kill Zoe even once with LeBlanc Jarvan?
And LeBlanc's supposed to be one of Rioma's respectable champions too.
Ain't nothing respectable about that, L. No, that was mean.
It seems like the easiest fucking kill in League of Legends, and they just didn't pull it off. Okay.
That's the entire series.
Yeah.
That's all.
C9, I'm looking forward to them getting a 3-0 versus G2. I'm probably not going to call them anything less than a 3-0, by the way. Not G2. EG. G2 too. I bet you they'd 3-0 G2.
I feel like it'd be a funnier series, though. G2 pulls wonky
You're right.
stuff.
I'd hate myself more watching that series because I know what my future holds.
Alright.
Alright, let's move on to the All-Pro team. And, All-Pro team.
Huh.
We don't have to talk too long about this, considering it's pretty cut and dry. The
all of Cloud9.
No. What was even better? Was the C9 tweet afterwards? Right after it was announced, they were like, "Huh, they look familiar." Right at the bottom.
Wait, but here's the thing. This happened with TL.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like this trend, because to be honest, I feel like Blabber's overhyped, but I don't feel like Licorice has been the best top laner, like, outright. I feel like Sunday...
Not after he was mean to Sneaky.
Not after he was
mean. We'll never
to...
let that die. I feel like Sunday or Broken Blade should probably be a lot closer to him, or at least beating him. But I don't know. I feel like that's also because I'm picking someone on C9 that I feel like is performing the worst.
Just did that.
Put all of the C9 players?
Yeah,
they've done it before.
Funny. I know, it's just funny whenever it happens.
I think the only time they didn't do it was when TSM was got like all 4 slots.
And they didn't deserve it.
I forget who the other slot was. I think it was Aframu over Biofrost. I don't remember. Someone fact check me.
Not going to, because I don't like research, but I'm going...
Why are you on the show?
Because
you get quest, and that's just how.
Hey, I still had the apparently... What was it? The highest win percentage in terms of predictions this split.
Yeah, and the stats bot had the lowest. What's your point?
Like 1%, because my total randomness. The total randomness is what has worked.
Math said it was the other way, and then we were all wrong.
God has indeed abandoned you both this split.
Abandoned my child.
Hasn't really abandoned me yet, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm safe. I'm fine. I'm cool. What?
Okay.
Is there anyone else that we feel should have been higher on this All-Pro list?
I agree with
no
you
TSM player should have even been considered.
Bruh.
Double Lift should have got it over Sven. Sorry, Tactical should have got it over Sven.
There you go. See, I'm telling you, Tactical's huge.
Tactical's my guy.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Okay.
Oh my god. In those games that Tactical won, someone posted that meme from fucking Modern Warfare 2, and I was on the floor. Oh my god. I fucking love that. Oh, Tactical nuke incoming.
Alright, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the Blabber comment, Anthony. I saw him do some moves this split that I would have never expected from Blabber. Like last split. Coming into...
Did you see him insect somebody in an insect nobody else in the fucking world could ever see? And then Licorice is just like, hey yo dude, you dropped this!
Wait,
brings him right back.
Which game was this?
It was the only time they've gotten aced, I think.
Is that the game that they lost with TSM?
No. I think it was against FlyQuest?
I can believe it's against FlyQuest.
Blabber, it's on their bot lane in him, red side. Blabber goes behind MF and kicks her into the team. And instead of killing her, Licorice set ults her into her own team again. And she just walks away and they ace them. It was
no idea. I'm really drawing a blank here, bud.
It was a gigantic brain fart from Licorice, and it was the funniest thing I've seen happen all split.
Really, not TSM getting fucking slapped around.
I would remember if that happened, man.
Not that 2 weeks
Not
straight
sure
after
that you
beating
would,
C9.
actually.
I remember that.
You would forcibly block it out.
You know who I don't think really should probably be as high as they are? Probably Closer. I feel like Closer shouldn't be that high.
Where is Closer?
He's second. Mind you, he's got 100-point gap between him and Blabber.
That's actually
Yoink.
that's feasible, but
No.
100-point gap. I would
No,
have
that's feasible, but like the
Closer. That's what I'm trying to think of. Like, who's the better jungler here?
Blabber,
No.
We're talking
Out of everyone else.
Yeah.
Medios,
I feel like Meteos has been in a weird spot a lot of the time.
Dardoch.
Dardoch, yes.
Dardoch's
Dardoch
got
is
the
yes.
shot. His early game's been crazy. Santorin's looked okay, but I wouldn't say he's better. Smithy's had some interesting games.
Santorin does not look that good to me.
Smithy has had some interesting games. That's I gotta go heavy on that one. I could say Santorin maybe. If Closer didn't make that run at the end of the split, I would say probably Santorin and Dardoch.
Is a run at the end of the split enough of a performance to warrant all pro?
No, I'm just saying over Closer. Not all pro, but over Closer.
Technically, they're all.
No.
You mean
Santorin over Closer?
Yeah, I would probably put Santorin and Dardoch in here. Maybe Dardoch. I'd probably go Blabber, Dardoch, Closer, and then I'd be debating between Closer and Santorin. But
yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't think I can disagree too much more with everything else. Except mid lane. I feel like mid lane's got to be a fight between Bjergsen and PoE.
I want to give.
Give what?
Oh, that's a really hard one. I want to give PoE a bit of an edge, considering that he just came in with FlyQuest to split and how much they improved.
He just come in with FlyQuest.
No, he
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Pope. My bad.
No.
Pope. Yo, where's my Poe Belter on this list?
You're right. Poe Belter should have been all pro. There.
Bro, I was like, you're tripping.
Alright. You guys want to talk about next week's games?
No, but
I'm sorry, tomorrow's games?
Shit, okay. That is tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Psycho Realm hours, boys.
Alright. Alright, Haymont. Why are you on my show again?
Because I'm here to bring the random. And I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Look, I am the only one with my perfect picks right now. So how dare you dissent from my opinion?
The same kind of pick.
I am the only one calling for 2-3-1s this week. And all you out here calling for 3-2s and 1s for the other team.
Yeah. I think 100 has some chance against TSM. I would never have called them if I think they had no chance against TSM.
But you think you think they have some chance?
I do think they have some chance.
But that means you don't think that they are going to win. You think they have a chance.
I think they have enough of a chance where I can safely call 100 Thieves. I don't think that. How do I say this?
You think it's really close, but you think 100 Thieves has the edge? Is that the word you're looking for?
I think that 100 Thieves has the edge in someday, and maybe Cody's son. He didn't look that awake during a couple of the games that I've seen Cody in, but he has picked it up as a late game carry and being able to be that good 80 carry for them. Stunt's been performing pretty alright, and as long as Ryoma doesn't get like outright smashed by Bjergsen, I'd say they have a good chance.
So long as Bjergsen doesn't take over the game and over our weakest player, that'll be fine.
As long as like he doesn't get like a super crazy pick, like I don't know. Irelia.
Echo, Aurelia. Who else can he play?
Probably Echo.
Zillion. Fuck it. Oh God, I do. Victor. I don't even remember who Bjergsen plays.
But I think that as long as 100 Thieves manages to like make it through the draft phase, all right, like they put Ryoma on that late game carry again, they probably have a chance. Like the Victor, the Oriana, something to patch it up, right? He's not gonna show up in the early game. He's not gonna show up in like the laning phase in a major way. That's not who you play through. You go to Daddy someday in the top lane and ask him to see if he can deliver the game to you once again. And then, of course, you keep Cody, Sun, and Stunt stable. Maybe roam with Stunt and Meteos. Those two have managed to pull off picks before together as a support jungle duo.
Well, go finish.
I have seen, for example, in the TSM 100 Thieves games, where Bjergsen got a pentakill, mind you. Remember this one. Bjergsen got a pentakill.
I think I remember if that game happened.
Yes. Most of the early game was Meteos overstepping, and Dardoch and the rest of TSM punishing him for invading into his jungle when he had no right to be invading into TSM's jungle, right? So I think this is very dependent on how Meteos plays around the hole that's probably going to appear in mid lane, and whether him and Stunt can plug it by making some roaming plays, whether they can go top lane and get someday ahead and bring it down to other lanes. That's it. That's the way that they win this. And also if they have a very not necessarily a very good draft, but at least a slightly better draft than TSM.
So what do you stop TSM from getting? Do you stop them from getting Zillion? Do you stop them from getting Syndra? Do you stop them from getting Zyra Khan? Do you stop them from getting Elise? Do you stop them from getting whatever the fuck top blade or Broken Blade wants to wreck someone on?
Oh, that's where I believe you're absolutely wrong. I think Someday heavily wins that top lane matchup.
Does he?
Yes. I do not bat for Broken Blade on this one. Someday is absolutely the better top laner in this game.
Yeah, but is he gonna have a better impact? Is he going to be the better player?
Not in this one. What are you talking
about? I'm not.
He's right.
Pound for pound, Someday is the better top laner than Broken Blade. What I'm concerned about is whether the collective rest of TSM is better than the collective rest of 100 Thieves. That's what I'm wondering in this game. All right, collectively, if you exclude the top lane and you take the bottom side, jungle, mid, bot, and support, compared to 100 Thieves, they have the better collective team. Someday is the one who makes that difference in the top lane. Almost that gap in those four that I just listed in the bot side of the team, and the bottom side of the map. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But Rioma's once again that hole. Once again, if you can plug it by putting him on a late game scaling champion that doesn't get punished too heavily in the early game, his Victor looked good.
Victor's not a late game champion.
Correct.
What do you mean?
He's a mid game champ.
He's mid game champ.
Is volatile as fuck.
It is, but Ryoma has been able to play out Victor's late game well.
You know what?
Okay.
I'll give you that, because TSM has this Achilles heel of playing against Victor.
Was that the...
And Ornn. Look, if TSM don't walk in here and just ban Victor and Ornn on blue side, I will disown their ass.
There's
so
Someday
with those picks.
Someday has delivered games on Ornn. He has indeed.
Yeah, because that's hard to do.
It's hard when it
Ornn,
looks.
You basically you're guaranteed to deliver on Ornn.
Look, the man gives everyone like 5,000 free gold. It's insane.
But when it looks like it, for most of that game, it looked like his bot side was sleeping. It looked like Cody's son just woke up from a nap.
I'm looking forward to more pick ban mistakes like I saw from FlyQuest, where they let them get Sejuani while also banning Trundle.
How
the fuck do you do that?
That It's going to be interesting. And also, I'm surprised that none of us called GG versus FlyQuest. I would,
I'm not.
but I'm a FlyQuest boy.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
think
sticking
that
with.
GG's gonna win.
So GG are on an upswing. But that would be the
Yes.
only reason why I think they're going to beat FlyQuest, because I feel like FlyQuest are even or at least a little ahead in every category.
Mhm.
So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, the GG have a chance when I don't think they're going to win their lanes. If they're not going to win their lanes, they can't do anything. That's step one, win lane.
Step 1, win
Step
lane.
2, win the game.
Step 2,
That's a-
secure the keys.
But
No, it's another Modern Warfare 2 reference.
Mission failed. We'll get it next time.
That's Call of Duty 4.
Mission failed. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Mission failed, boys.
okay. But I still want to bring some faith into GG, because they were the one who were like, all right, we're gonna take Huhi, we're gonna put him on this Ziggs, and he is going to smash these turrets this entire game. How we smashed the goddamn turrets. That's how they put Dignitas out in the goddamn tiebreakers. Actually, I don't remember which team they were playing, but Huhi was definitely playing Ziggs support.
Who's running set support this weekend? Is it not
Me.
here?
That is just EG.
Yeah,
They ran game 4 against FlyQuest.
That's me and Solo
And they-
Dog.
Put a masterclass on how to get a turret in 5 minutes.
Well, that's the power of Pantheon and Talia. We probably should talk about this back then. I absolutely forgot that it happened.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
That was a good play.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, now I want to talk about more of that game. But still focusing on GG, which I have been trying to for the last just 2 minutes.
Look, I gotta downplay them as much as I can because they're gonna lose, and you know it.
The thing is that I don't want them to. I want people to be surprised that if they do win, because they do have very curious
FBI,
draft
Keith,
picks.
and who he has a bot lane. They're not beating them.
FBI still is a good AD carry. Has he had the opportunity to show it? Not
No.
really.
The answer is he's not a good AD carry.
Okay, can you tell me why he's not a good AD carry?
Because
I don't
everyone
quite
else
understand.
is better than him.
Okay, Matt, do you agree or disagree
With what?
that FBI is not a good AD carry?
He's definitely an AD carry.
He's
definitely a better AD carry than I am. He definitely
Matt, you play
isn't.
with one hand.
What?
You play with one hand.
I actually don't play with any hands. I know we don't have cams on because we're like in a server, not a call, but I actually just sit here like, and I play with my mind like full on Matrix shit. The real thing is that I think he's fine. I don't think he's fuck, who are they playing?
FlyQuest. Is he as good as Turtle?
No.
Does he position better than Turtle?
Okay, well, part of what makes Turtle good is his stupid ass
Alright,
positioning.
Here, I'll ask you this: are Keith or Huhi better than Ignar?
No.
No.
Yep. There you go. That's
And
the
who
answer.
has more aid? And who has a stronger determination in the bottom lane early game? The support. So
Okay.
I do think FlyQuest is a better bot lane. And I think they win a lot of their head-to-heads in that.
All right.
I feel like they win basically every head-to-head but jungle. Even with solo well, I think Viper would be much closer. But I think solo will probably do well if he plays like he did this weekend.
Okay. Do you think the Santorin could ever play as aggressively as Closer does?
Yes.
Like,
This is a very style
Yes.
wise.
Have you ever watched him when he was on TSM? Yes.
I don't know. I haven't. I've seen him on early game junglers, but I haven't seen him.
One of his best champions is Lee Sin.
It's true.
I don't know what you want, Haymont. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what Haymont's going on about here.
I don't, because when I see some junglers play the early game on aggressive champions, like I said, in the EG series, we saw Santorin's Pantheon versus Svenskerin's Pantheon. And you saw how much EG did in that fourth game in the early game. A lot of that was because they picked a lot of early game champs that are capable of just attacking a lane, including the set in the bot lane, who makes dives also easier as a support. And EG had set support that game.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Kalista is a mid to late game champion.
Yep.
The whole thing is basically around Pantheon and Talia being able to just sort of pick a person and kill them. You Pantheon W them, and then you full combo them with everything else. Like, it didn't matter what their bot lane was, per se. They just got a Taric ban out of it and picked Set, because Set's just a good champion to pair with Kalista if you're going to end up just shoving the lane in and not really playing League of Legends. If you're just gonna break everyone's base so fast that they can't respond, sure. I still can't believe that they almost lost that game, though. If that game went 5 more minutes, I'm pretty sure FlyQuest won it.
Oh yeah, FlyQuest had they had Soul. They had Mountain Soul.
Yep.
Oh man, I really wish we talked about.
And then they died instantly.
Either way,
all right.
I wanted to make a case for GG. I don't think I've made as compelling as a one as I wanted to. But
you didn't even pick him!
No, you're right.
You pick the video to make a good case, pal.
The case for RDs has some merit, but like, you didn't even pick Golden Guardians.
Well, I have to pick FlyQuest.
Alright, what matchup are we looking forward to this weekend?
I want to see TSM get fucking cooked.
What player matchup are you looking forward to?
Oh, I want to see TSM get cucked.
I don't want to see TSM get.
I would like to see Dardoch versus Meteos. I think will be cool. Mostly because I don't give a shit about any other matchup.
You're not looking forward to Kabe versus what's his name? Cody-san?
I mean, I guess, but like, dang, bro.
I'm kind of looking for that. This bot lane's looking like a good matchup.
That's fair.
I mean, that's true, but that's also.
I literally forgot Kabe who TSM's AD carry was. Tell you the truth there.
I'll be honest. It's really hard to notice anything's changed with their AD carry. It doesn't seem like anything's changed. It seems like the team just has no fucking clue what the hell they want to do.
You think that means that Kabe is going to go to C9 and have a much better performance than he did on TSM next year?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, me
Not
either, but I just wanted to hurt you.
Mostly because he has a 2-year contract. Just saying.
Get fired.
That would be quite the stretch.
Kabe gets fired from TSM. My God, what would he have to do? Actually, not a lot. That's
step on Bjergsen's shoe one time.
Yeah. No, he's out. It's gone. It's too late. Even Dardoch wouldn't dare. Oh, man.
Alright, we're out of topics. We got anything else we want to talk about, or
No. I'm excited for the games tomorrow, and I'm sad that I'm an idiot and don't understand how the playoff bracket works.
It's basically just a double elimination bracket with no second round for winners. Oh my god,
you're saying so many words and none of them are making sense to me. I'm gonna have to look at the picture again.
That isn't a complicated thing I just said.
I didn't say it was. All I said was I didn't. I never said you were doing a bad job, Anthony. I just said I'm a
Matt's
fool.
just deaf.
Anyway, just take us home.
All right, that'll do it for...
take us home.
Okay, that'll do it for this week on Literally Leon's podcast. Catch us on Thursday at 8 p.m. because the LCS likes to do things weird right now. What else? Catch the VODs on my YouTube channel, Legendary Podcasts. Have a nice day.
Have a good night.
CY at sign.